Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, YouTube, Facebook, and almost Instagram if I click the right button. Whew, here we go. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2026. Holy moly. My screen might wobble a little bit. If you saw the setup I have going on right now, everything's temporary, and that's true. I am going to make some announcements. If you are in need of an astrology reading, a personal tarot reading, or a Zoom sound healing, you can go to kristinwriter.com and go to services and book a session if you would like. I've got my Platonic Sound program available for purchase that is still giving and transforming folks' lives. I am in the void between what I was and what I am becoming, as I'm sure many of you are. Welcome to the Sun and Mars conjuncting at 20 degrees today. Ooh. How was everyone's New Year? Mine was full of surprises and perfect storms of like, oh, I still do that. I don't want to do that anymore. I better get rid of that. That full moon in Cancer last Saturday was giving. Wow, we are quiet today. Yeah. I mean, honestly, what I want to tell everyone is get off social media, get off all media, and go out into the woods if you can, barefoot if you can, and just like discharge all the chaotic energies. You know, we're still dealing with Neptune at 29 till the end of the month. That happens January 25th, 26th, depending on where you are in the world. And then in February, we've got Neptune and Saturn conjuncting at 0 degrees of Aries, February 20th, which I can't wait for, honestly. I'm like, oh, I need a little more lip gloss. So how's everybody feeling? Wow, crickets, nobody's here today. That's awesome. I love it. As I just tell everyone to not watch this. Anyway, well, let's go ahead and get started. Again, if you want to purchase any of my services, Platonic Sound. Hi, Kathy. I was wondering if you were going to have any meetings. And thank you so much for your session this week, Kathy. It was wow, because afterwards I was like, wow, and so many similarities and parallels. So thank you again so much for that. I can't wait to see you in person. And yeah, if you need an astrological reading or a tarot reading or a Zoom sound healing, you can go to kristinwriter.com. Hi, Carol, drive safely. Was that you that was on but couldn't? Don't text and drive. Or voice to text. I don't know if that works in chat. Who knows? Who knows how all this works? I apologize for the echo that's going on. I'm still doing home projects before things come in. Oh, I'm glad you felt it wasn't. You're amazing, Kathy. That's why it was amazing. Tell you the truth. Oh, if y'all live in Texas, I am going to be February 3rd through the 5th. What date is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're ascending, everybody. I'm grateful y'all had the time to chime in here. February 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, I will be in Horseshoe Bay, Texas, facilitating sound baths at the beginning and end of Body Bar Beneath the Stars. Some of you may have seen that on my story. We've got 2 bunks left in the bunkhouse, and these bunks are so cute. Like you get your own little private curtain that you can close, and there's cold plunges. We've got extras there, like horseback riding. I'm going to be doing a sound bath at the beginning and the end. We're going to be doing s'mores by the fire. We're going to be doing bracelets, body bar, yoga, and silks with my sister Paige Erwin, who is the owner of Body Bar, she's done a couple of Who Are Yous. And we are also excited for that. Thank you, Kathy. My QR code. What's my QR code? If y'all want to support this stream, I greatly receive your donations and really appreciate them. All right, everybody. Well, in true Capricorn, that's interesting. All right. Well, we're in in true Capricorn season. Let's get to work. Oh my goddess. Welcome to the third decan of Capricorn, where we've got this stellium of Ole Mole Cannoli. And that's all opposing Jupiter, right? So those feelings are getting really big right now for all of us. And woo, the crunch is real. Thank God for my girlfriend Paige's workouts, because I might self-implode. That's kind of true. So because things feel really pressurized and sort of crunched and expanded all at the same time, we're going to pull for the week ahead for all 12 signs with my Cherlyn deck to bring in some more of that empowered feminine energy. Yes, thank you. If if you're on a budget, that's okay. I understand. I was a starving artist for me freaking ever and a day. Just liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing this with your friends helps me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you for that, and thank you, Kathy, for the reminder. I so appreciate you, sister. Yeah, okay. All right. So for the week coming up, January 10th, Malloy made it. She is fresh in from Florida, just landed. What's up, sister? Welcome. I am pulling for Aries for this week ahead from today until next Friday, getting into this third decan of Capricorn. Whew. All right, Aries. Courage, 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 courage. Aries, you are being asked to, initiate was the very first word that came up for you this next week. It's like you've had in this Capricorn, it's like you've had hesitation of initiating a certain project or like reaching out to someone, wondering if it's the right time, and you don't know unless you ask, Aries. So go ahead and go for it. Just like Geronimo in this picture, have the courage, muster up the courage from that little mustard seed of prayer and intention and focused thinking, Aries. You do rule the head, and say, all right, I'm going to reach out to that person that I've been sitting on the fence about reaching out to. Have the courage to initiate those contacts. It's showing that you need to get your word out there, connect with other people, and initiation is the big thing. Even though there is an initiation card in this deck, but you're needing the courage to bring that forth first. So yes. Oh, hi, Barry. How are you? Oh, hi, Whitney. Hi. Happy New Year, everybody. Here we go. All right, Aries. So that is your message for this week ahead. Moving on to the Tauruses, the Taurians for the week ahead. Taurus for this week ahead. Oh, good Lord. Reverence. So, I love the energy of this card because it is the unification of your higher self, Taurus, your intuitive nature, your prayer, your heart's intentions. And it goes so far beyond that. It's like, know that you are aligned with your higher self this week, Taurus, and then all will work out. But the reverence of it, it's beyond gratitude, it's beyond prayer, it's beyond passion and honor and even devotion. It's like a really high frequency of that unified consciousness, that Christed consciousness that is anchored through the core of our toroidal fields, unified with our ruling planet Gaia. I love feeling Gaia in my heart as she is Taurus's ruler and having the reverence for that, like the honor and the real appreciation for everything this week, Taurus. And I'm talking to myself. All right. And for some of you Taurians, this Capricorn energy is trining your sun. So you're really being asked to build it. If you build it, they will come. Bonjour, Elena. Hi. Oh, okay. I'm going to watch you for a second because, yeah, some people think I am. Hi, Esperanza. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hey, y'all, do remember to like, subscribe, and share. Yay, I'm so glad you caught a live. You're a Taurus, Xavier. Yeah, we got it glowing on. Let's go. So happy to see y'all here in the chat. All right, Geminis. Oh, Geminis, I know you think you're going back with Uranus, going back into Taurus. This is interesting. Use the energy and the higher technology and frequency of Uranus back in your 12th house, Gemini, to really balance your conscious with your subconscious, right? Because for all Geminis, Uranus is in the 12th house, which rules the subconscious, dreams, behind the scenes, our shadow work, anything that we're not consciously aware of. And you're being asked to balance your conscious with your subconscious this week in particular. And, balancing the duality of your thinking. If you're thinking negative thoughts, start thinking those life affirming thoughts, right? And watch yourself ping pong a bit. Anchor in your heart this week, Geminis. Anchor. All of us have to anchor in our heart from forevermore. That's it. Carte blanche. So, while you've got Uranus in your 12th, and this is going to last until the end of April for you, Geminis, you really want to work on balancing out any of those shadow aspects, anything that may be coming up for you in surprising ways. Your dreams might be next level, and really focus on consciously balancing those energies out for you this week, Gemini. All right, that's beautiful. And I love that there's water energy in the sun and the moon for you, Gemini, because it means you're more in your feelings and less out of your head, which is great. All right. Oh, Gemini. Oh, I love that you're a Gemini. I love my Gemini sisters, Esperanza. Yay. Thank you. Welcome. Okay. Moving on to Cancers. All right, Cancers. You've got, this stellium. Okay. You've got this stellium and Capricorn opposing you. Ooh, this is interesting for you, Cancers. Goddess of fire. Fire, 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 burning, burning higher. Don't implode or burn anything, dangerous. But using the element of fire, like say you've been feeling all shelled up, or maybe stuck in some of those less than feelings. I highly recommend purchasing either the icosahedron or the tetrahedron of my Platonic Sound program. The tetrahedron is fire, and yes, the last character of that Zoom passcode is either a capital I or a lowercase l. But using the energy and the fiery energy of this goddess of the fire to transmute any of that less than. Yeah, and Cancers, with Jupiter retrograde, some of those things can be coming up really big. And Jupiter is starting to oppose everything that is opposing you in Capricorn right now. And it's stretching in really big ways. So you can practice candle gazing at night. I've got a fireplace in my new place here. It has been so therapeutic in helping me transform. Doesn't necessarily help me get a lot done in the evenings when I'm like, oh, it's so nice and warm and cozy here. I'm a progressed Cancer, so I get it. But using that energy to transmute that less than, and everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. We're doing great, humanity. We're doing great. And I'm talking to myself too, dag nabbit. All right, Leos. Leos for this week ahead. Whoa, this is here. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I love this. Carol, I'm talking to you. All right, Leos, you are being asked to have your hearts focus on peace. Peace. And if you're, wow, they're showing, some of y'all in situations this week where it might be not so peaceful, so give yourselves permission, Leos, this week ahead to dismiss yourself and go outside for 5 minutes and just put your hands on your heart. The sun is our heart, which is with Mars today. We're all feeling all the feelings and protecting all of the feelings, but really giving yourself that permission to, like, okay, I'm overheated here. I need to take a step out and be the peace I wish to witness in the world. And she's really gentle and light. And that's going to help you get more into that childlike, playful energy that y'all love so much, Leos. Doing great, doing great. I love my Leo sisters and brothers. Oh, good. I'm starting to sing. That means I'm cheering up a little bit. Good Lord. Cue the solar flash. Okay, yeah. Happy New Year. Oh, hi, Wesley. Happy New Year. Do. Happy Born Day, brother. Your birthday's around here somewhere. Or did you have it already? I feel like I haven't seen y'all in forever, and it's only been 2 weeks. Holy moly. All right, Virgos for this week ahead. Virgos. Ooh, all right, Virgos. I love this for you. Ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. Oh, I've got a bot. That means I'm famous. Moving on. Blocked. That ancient wisdom, Virgo, yeah, you're being asked to, like, ground some of that. The moon is in Virgo right now. No, it's moved into Libra already, but using that energy to drum it out, to dance it out, to ground it out, Virgo. Say you've got something that you just don't, you're gonna have to redo. Like, redo is the word, but you don't quite know exactly how you want it yet. So give yourself that moment to just drum it out, dance it out, get grounded, shake it out in your living room barefoot if you're wintertime and it's too cold to go outside. And call, wow, that's a big one. Well, it's ancient wisdom, calling on your ancestors, Virgo, this week to help you understand what needs to be rattled out of the doubt so that you can approach what you've needed to deal with. Wow, for a while now, Virgo, you've wanted to redo something and shake it out before you purge it out. So, all right, that's a beautiful one. I love the spirals on her too. Ancient grandmama. And you're an earth sign too, Virgo. Oh, hi, Donna. How are you? Happy Friday. Thanks for being here. Hey, everybody, if you get a chance, please like, subscribe, and share. Totally helps me out so much. And I'm so grateful. Okay, moving on to Libras. All right, Libras, we've got the moon in you. Oh, that's interesting. All right, Libras. Ooh, all right, Libras. Alchemy. So this is a picture of Merlin. Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you. This is Merlin, and he's got, like, the ancient druid energy. He's got some owl medicine here. He's got the stone medicine, his crystalline medicine, and that staff of light, right? So, Libras, like, let it be so. The alchemy of let it be so. You're being asked with this Merlin energy to command. And I love that this is coming up for you, Libras, because that is the birthright that we all have, to command. We're not here to, Mother, Father, God in heaven is not here for us to grovel to. It is here to support us in facilitating. We're in the ascension process. We're purging so much as a humanity, and it's so necessary, which is why everything is so freaking crunchy right now. But Libras, you can tend to, want to be people pleasing or make people happy. And you're really being asked to alchemize that energy of, I am going to make sure my cup is full first. I am alchemizing and commanding that I am in balance first. And then I command that energy to go outward, like commanding less than energy to leave, commanding that balance to be present, commanding that justice to reveal, commanding, right? We're not here to grovel, y'all. We have the same gifts as Mother, Father, God. We are all fractals of source creation. Welcome forth, my Christ. Happy Friday, Libras. All right, we're all doing great. That's an interesting energy for you, though, Libras. So it's going to be a dynamic week for you for sure. Utilize it. Utilize it. You deserve it, Libras. All right. Scorpios for this week ahead. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, Scorpios. You are being asked to call on your strength. Call on your strength. I'm going to hold this up close for y'all. Calling on your strength. And Scorpios, y'all are so deep. Oh, that's interesting. Because I was going to, okay, there's a story here. There's a gazelle on this, and I was going to bring my one card in for like, what's the energy? And I was tuning in, Kathy, I just read you this week, and I was like tuning in for everybody. And I saw the gazelle, and the gazelle is like constantly leaping. If there's danger, it leaps, right? And it requires strength. There's also a giraffe in here. There is a turtle in here. There's a dolphin, and remember, Scorpio, if it wasn't here, you have the strength to deal with it, right? That which is on our plates, we have the strength to deal with. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there. So if there's any, being too hard on yourself or like, what have I done wrong? It's like, okay, shifting the focus to, wow, obviously I'm strong enough to deal with this right now, so I'm gonna. Okay, so you're doing great, Scorpios. Thank you for your depthful laser like. And I love you. Keep strong. Keep strong. Oh, kitties are frisking out down there. Jesse, the last leader of the old time, come back from the evolutionary war. He never knew his other grandfather, and he never knew he had. And I've had that experience in, saying, calling on our ancestors. Whether we knew them this lifetime or not, we can still call on them. That's the truth. Whether we knew them this incarnation or not, we can still call on them, and they can come and offer assistance. Oh my gosh, is that a hawk? Really, y'all? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Guess that's a little extra animal medicine we got for today. Hawks represent the great messenger, very mercurial, and hawks are a sign from God. Yeah. The signs are all around us every day, especially when we're looking for them. Okay, moving on. Where the heck am I? I'm going off on tangents. Sagittarius. Oh, Sagittarius. Yep. Oof. I wondered why I was feeling that way. All right, Sagittarius. You've got some limiting beliefs about yourself, therefore others, that need to be addressed. This is the shadow card. Again, Sagittarius, if it's up in your field, it's needing and requiring your attention. And is it something that is supporting your highest timeline or negating it, Sag? You rule our belief structures, and your heart is most, I don't want to say attached, but connected to the belief structure. So, what limiting beliefs are you ready to look at, chew on, throw up, and purge this week? That's interesting. For cancers, I saw the candle gazing, and they're suggesting that that would be a supportive way for you to do some shadow work this week as well, Sagittarius. And, silence, looking at the flame. It's very supportive for the feminine energy and all of those things. Oh, Danny, you're asking questions already. Okay, I will pull for personal questions at the second half of the stream. We're on Sages, so we've got three more to go. All right, Capricorns for this week ahead. Capricorns for this week ahead, and thank you, Danny, for your question. Happy birthday, Capricorns! A birthday like no other for many of you. Ooh, all right, Capricorns. You are being asked to connect more with your inner child first and foremost, therefore others. Maybe you are a grandparent or an aunt and an uncle. Maybe some of your family members need a date night or something this weekend. You are being asked to get into more childlike and playing literally with children type of energy for this week. And if you are, that's what providing childcare is. It is the greatest service you can offer a mother. Just saying. So you might want to. So you might want to see if any family members might need some assistance, or if you want to visit with your grandchildren, niece, nephews, or your own children. Maybe you've had too much on your schedule, Capricorn, which y'all do, and you're being asked to clear the books so that you can play more. I know I'm ready for some more fun. I've been working my patootie off, and I've been playing with children, and that's a lot. So good. So yeah, Capricorns, that's new for y'all too. I don't think I've ever pulled the children card for you. And I love it. I love it. Owls in there, flowers. Okay, Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius, the sun's in your 12th doing its job. Interesting. Okay, Aquarius. Oh, good Lord. Don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Perseverance, Aquarius. Perseverance. Literally don't give up. I'm like, I know a lot of my Aquarians have gotten this weird crud that's going on around. But the energy of perseverance literally is don't give up. And I love that, the image of this man, the sacred medicine of the magic of the crow or the darker birds. It's like, God, I can't do this anymore. And it's a reminder. Yes, you can, Aquarius. Yes, you can. You're doing great. Pluto's direct, moving ever so slowly through your sign. And you are our innovators. We are in your age. Persevere. You're doing great. Okay. And I love you. All right. Moving on to the final zodiac sign and the most wonderful Saturn. Oh, Neptune comes out the end of this month, y'all. Pisces. All right, Pisces for this week ahead. Ooh, I love this for you. Yo, we got some interesting signs are getting different energies that other signs typically get this week. And that's great. Yeah, trying new things for all of us is supported. But truth. What is going to bring you unconditional love? Truth. What is going to reveal more of the unseen? What lessons has Saturn been teaching you? Have you gotten the lesson? damn, I haven't gotten the lesson. Okay, that's the truth for today. So being completely, hi, Larry Lils. We've got some new cats in the house. They're like loving it when I'm doing the cards. It's hilarious. You gonna make a cameo? But yeah, so there's something that you're really ready to face this week, Pisces, and it's the truth of a situation. If something has not been bearing the fruit of your labors, the truth of the matter is that's not meant for you, right? Like, okay, like, whoa. Um, Oh, we have really big wins here too. Oh my God, I'm sending you white light, Carol. Um, yeah, Pisces, there's something you haven't necessarily wanted to see, and it's time for you to take the blinders off and see it and be really transparent with yourself with this week and forevermore. Like, okay, did I learn all the lessons that, the last 3 years have taught me? Because March of 2023 is when Saturn went into your sign. Okay. And Neptune went into Pisces in 2012. So, like, you're really coming to the finishing line of these energies, and you're really being asked to be transparent and honest with yourself about where you're at this week, Pisces. All right. I love you. Thank you. Okay. I love that we've already got some questions coming in. I am here to be of service, and gratefully so. Is the echo really bad? And it's going to change. It's going to change next week. Oh, good Lord, y'all. I will be here next week, and then Goddess help me. It's more moving. I'm trying to get these cards off the table and I can't. Okay, so I believe, yeah, everybody send Carol some healing protective rocks in her car so she doesn't get blown off the road. Wow, that's hilarious. Okay, you want to know, okay, Danny's got a question. Danny wants to know why the Hulk sends you a better to the new world. Let me know I am the grandson to my grandfather. Oh, I see. You're not sure. Sent you a letter. Okay. Let me pull a card on this for you, Danny. I'm going to shuffle because this is beyond, this is more different than the Osho deck. I was like, going to do Osho for you, Danny. Okay. Danny is, and when's your birth date, Danny? I'm wondering if you're a Pisces because I pulled that truth card. Okay. Let's see. Danny is wanting clarification around the lineage, whether or not your grandfather is really who they say they are. Oh, wow. Okay, so Danny, here it glows. Innocence. So, like, they're like, yeah, yes, this grandfather is who they are saying they are. This energy is innocence. It's the purity of the child. They are showing like there is a literal, like, from your heart where the inner child resides, where everything resides in our consciousness, our stargate, our new root. Everything is about the heart right now. But the innocence of this child and the purity, and I'm getting into the energy of this for you, Danny, and the connection with this, with your grandfather, and they are showing a literal cord of like a bloodline that does indeed connect you to this man that is your grandfather. So this is a yes. This is a yes. You are connected. You can trust it. You can sit in it. You can ask questions of this ancestral line and know it to be so. It almost looks like That's interesting. It looks like almost like an umbilical cord. Now, I know you're men, but we all come from the woman, which we are fed through the umbilical cord, the bloodline, all of that. So you are allowed to trust that connection. You can feel safe in that connection. You can ask questions. So what they're showing for you, Danny, is, imagining that and being with your bloodline ancestral thing, and then, like, thank you for letting me know the echo's not bad. um Visualize that connection, right? It's always best to go up through your toroidal field, right? Even though it's all right in here, but imagining that grandfather is speaking to you, and you ask the questions, hold a moment of silence, you have a journal, and don't even think about what is coming to heart. Just write it down. And that can be a practice for you to connect more. Okay. All right. That was beautiful. Thank you for asking that question. And I love that you asked it after I was doing the ancestral thing. That's why I thought you were doing that. So, anyway, all good. Yeah. If you've got a question, type question in all caps in the chat, and then I will scroll through and get those answered for you. Yeah. Okay. And in the Sandra Walter always says this, kind while, and I like that, kind while. I say a lot of things she says, or that I picked up from her. She is amazing. Don't know if I can make her presence this year. It's just too much, too much. And that's the thing, y'all. If it's too much, or if it's not at absolute yes, then let it go. Like, no, no, no. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Osho, y'all are a little quiet today, and that's okay. Everybody's like, it's a lot. So this is interesting. I never do Osho for masculine, feminine, and the balance. And Osho's like, it's my turn. Kind while, isn't that a nice one? I like it too, Esperanza. I love your energy. Thank you so much for being here. And you have tarot at the end of your handle. Do you do tarot as well, sister? I mean, it feels like you're a goddess as well. How you doing? Okay, so I want to pull for the divine masculine. We've had this Mars-Venus conjunction this week with the sun. Now we've got Mars right with the sun. Okay, so here we glow. All right, Mother, Father, God, what does our divine consciousness need to hold in heart this week? Our divine masculine, I said divine consciousness because that's what it all is anyway. What does our divine masculine consciousness need for this week? Divine feminine for this week? And what energy can facilitate the yoking and the balancing and the bringing together of those energies? All right. For the masculine. All right. We've got, this one is a tough one. Mars Kazemi. Oh, yeah. Oh, sure speaks. That's right. You know, Esperanza, I was picking up, your energy. Okay. The mother consciousness is coming in fast and furious. And it's not to berate the masculine. It's not to squash the masculine. It's not to control the masculine. But the divine masculine needs to feel its worth. Okay, this is the outsider energy. The only thing keeping the divine masculine in its toxicity or its shadow is its less than thinking. Keeping it out of this lighter way of being is a lock. Guess what, y'all? That lock is not locked, And this is what conditioning can do to all of us, Ladies, if you're a woman this incarnation, we've been programmed to wear the pants in the family. I'm so tired of wearing the pants. However, I'm a really fierce woman, and I can be a fierce woman and in my balanced masculine while wearing a dress. That's fine. I can do that, right? So that is the outsider energy. So, knowing the worth, knowing the worth. Yay, we do know another dance floor. Yeah, sister, I'm feeling it. Okay, for the divine feminine this week. And thank you for spelling my name correctly. I really appreciate that. Oh, all right, ladies. And divine feminine, which men have as well. Success. I love this. It's a fire card. It's the energy of receiving, energy of creating. When we are in that energy, it is expression. We feel like we're on top of the world. We're receiving the messages, we're acting on the messages. This is a fire card for the divine feminine this week. So, if you have felt like you have been in the void with a project or something, like you've cultivated it in the feminine, know that it is worthy, and then in your masculine, and then take that fiery action on it. Okay, all right, I love that for the divine feminine this week. And it's okay, we all have that less than energy somewhere. Oh no, oh god, I pulled the balance card for the masculine and feminine. Rah. It's the compromise card. That's right, Lovey and Larry, as the kitty cats meow. Okay, so, all right, the compromise card has a balanced aspect and an unbalanced aspect. If it feels between the masculine and feminine, if it feels fair, if it feels balanced, if it feels like it's a win-win for both, it's a yes. If either or feel like they're giving their power away or having to bend over backwards to make something happen, it's a no. Like, that's the energy of this compromise card. Ugh. Can we have a clarification for this, y'all? Because it's hard enough. Oh, hold on. Compromise, balancing for masculine and feminine. What's going to help? All right, it's a soul card. Awareness. If you know what, if you get into a conversation with yourself first and foremost, and then, therefore others, bring the soul energy of awareness. Like, the veils are gone. Like, I don't think these veils are ever coming back. They're trying with all the chemtrails. Good Lord, has it been spray-a-rama. But allowing the consciousness of awareness to burn the veils of illusion away so that the authentic message that wants to get revealed can. We're all wounded somewhere. We all have our shift. Being honest about where we're at and our shift. Sometimes it's hard to express that, but that's the job. All right, everybody. Oh, we got a question. Most excellent. And I saw someone say, hi, Elena. Hi, Brad Smith. You're a Virgo. I pulled for Virgos. I don't tell people their fortunes, but if you have a specific question, you just ask question in the chat and what your question is, a specific question, and I'll answer it for you gratefully. All right. Hope that helps. All right. Question for my Elena. Is there a message that you should know around the evolution of your mother's dementia? Your sister and I are working on this together. I'm so glad you have support. That is a really tough, and it's heavy. Yeah, it's tough. And I'm so sorry. I'm giving you a big, big, big sister hug through the waves of consciousness, which we all have the power to do. Prayer works, everybody. Okay, let's look at the situation and where your mom is at, Elena. Oh, yeah. Well, sorrow card. I'm not, yeah. So, it is sad. It is sad. So, the evolution of it is it, and if you're, this is the thing with dementia, if you're in any of the mainstream stuff and prescribing stuff, I don't know that there is a solution in that. I am grateful I have not had a dance with that, and that I most likely won't with the work that I do. There are alternative things that can, um, that are available. If you want to look at David Avocado Wolf, he knows of this toothpaste. If I have time later, Elena, I'll send you some links to these things. Um, and you and your sister and your family members are allowed to witness the sadness that it is bringing, because it's a horrible, horrible thing to experience. Let me see what can support them. What can support them in this? Okay, so as I don't know where your mom is being cared for, and you and your sister have the ability to create something more comfortable for her. Music is an amazing way. I feel like we've had this conversation before, Elena, where I suggested you bring a radio or some a radio. How well, it's your mom's generation. She thinks the radio's on, right? In that generation, they were out playing in deep. Like they were the most poisoned and like, yeah, oh, here's the great experiment rolling out. But know that you and your sisters have the power to create a better healing modality for her. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't prescribe anything. But if I can see some of the alternative links that I don't know that I have access to anymore, I will send them to you. Oh, that's interesting. I'm getting a hit on what my friend sent me. Okay, everybody, anybody who has parents that are dealing with dementia or concerned about mental issues, it's a YouTube thing, and it's called Update on My, he has a brain disease. It's called Update on My Brain Disease. And oh shoot, I don't remember what this other stuff was called. It's millennial. I'll try and research that for you, Elena, and send you those links. But there are more creative ways that can, do that for your mom. And I know one thing's for certain: music heals the soul. So any of her favorite music that y'all can play whenever you're visiting her is great, because it helps remember. And we're all having to remember whether we've got dementia or not. Big hugs, Elena. That's a tough one. Okay, Donna is an Aries. Can I pull a card for you this week? I actually pulled for all Aries this week. And yes, I can, Miss Donna. I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream, but I pulled the Courage card from my other deck. Hi, Annie. Happy Friday. Let me pull one for you in particular, Donna. For Donna, Aries sister this week. Oh my gosh, April, we've got 7 planets plus Chiron in Aries. I might blow up myself. Let's see, for Donna for this week. Donna for this week. Ooh, Donna. All right. You are being asked to get out on the world stage. This is the We Are the World energy. You're being asked to really focus on what's going to bring you that celebration energy, that unity consciousness energy. That's interesting. I'm like, well, so if you know it's going to be you shining your light and your heart and your joy and your bliss and your highest frequency potential this week, it's a yes, go out and do it. If it is not all that, It's a hold off. It's a no. It's a not quite yet. But I did pull the courage for Aries this week. And this is calling back to that. Like, have the courage to do something that you haven't done before. And that's good for all of us. But you're pulling the we are the world energy, and it's like fun, celebrating, and getting out into the world this week, Donna. All right. I pray that helps. Maybe you need to go dancing this weekend. That's always fun. I'm hoping for some fun this weekend. Okay. All right, Donna. So I pulled your card for the week, highest and good. Well, that is your highest and good. Oh gosh, am I missing all these? Thank you, Kathy. There's questions from everybody I'm missing. Holy moly, the chat's blowing up. Okay. All right. For my Carol. Oh, we're switching, Carol. Aaron asks, did you have one too prior to that, Kathy? Yes. What is in your highest and best to know for this next week? I'm staying in the Sherilyn deck for all of y'all. Share for Kathy. Ooh, higher knowledge. Okay, so okay, interesting. So one answer, this is the higher knowledge. One answer is not the end all be all, especially, as we're getting ready. There's going to be so many technologies, so many health innovating things that come out. Med beds exist. I'm excited for a med bed. I have 3 requests for a med bed. Otherwise, I love my body. Thank you, God. But you're being asked to do a little bit of research on your own, because there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen with what you believe in the regimen of what you've got currently going on, and you're being asked to think out of the box and use higher knowledge. This is Melchizedek. He's a really interesting energy, Kathy. So you might want to, you might want to start with looking up Melchizedek, but it's feeling like there's something that you think is the end all be all, and this is the treatment that's going to get it better. There's another option. You're being asked for higher knowledge, a little bit of research to look that up, and then see how it feels to you, obviously. So yeah. Yep, they're like that's what she's gonna do. Okay, I'm like, okay, all right, that's it for you, Kathy. I love you, thank you. All right, Aaron, a general what the universe wants you to know card. Yes. All right, Aaron, I know you got your own Osho deck. All right, so for Aaron for this week ahead for her to know. Whoo! All right, girl. Okay. Activation. Have you gotten this one before? No, that was initiation or something different. But look at this activation and activating your inner child, what makes you feel good, commanding it so, and like activate. There's a stairwell here in the image of this card, Aaron, that's like, keep on going, keep on leveling up. And that's what leveling up and activation literally is. It's like, okay, all right, it's go time. It's go time. You are being activated and it is go time. And how interesting you're going to be working with children this weekend. There's no coincidence. It's going to activate you for a great, and it's awesome. All right, sister. All right, Carol's got a question. Carol, I'm glad you made it home safe. Yeah, see, she was in a windstorm, everybody. Her car was getting all blown everywhere, and she made it. 1, 2, 3, we're ascending. We're all making it. I love it when I see the correct numbers. What energy or theme would be most supportive for her to work with this coming week for you, Carol? And what does your nervous system most need to feel supported this week? Okay, well, without our nervous system being, we need some, okay, what energy is going to support Carol's nervous system? Therefore, everything in Carol's life this week. Interesting. Carol, you're such a firehouse, powerhouse, self-esteem. So, okay, this card comes up when there's something that we're not feeling so great about. Um, and I don't know about y'all, but like I've been busting it this week, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it again. And it's like, oh, that's right, I haven't had good sleep for 2 nights. So what do I need possibly at some point today? Maybe a nap. Like naps are so potent, and this may be why I'm sharing this for you, Carol. It's like, oh, when we get down on ourselves or hard on ourselves or feeling low self-esteem, it's like it's because we're exhausted. So maybe something that's going to really support you. What can you do that's you know about your nervous system, like, and it can be as simple as a nap or a salt bath, or what's going to help you feel nurtured. They're literally showing you like laying down, like all blissed out. And if it's windy and crazy out there, maybe it's a little bit cooler. So you could like snuggle in a blanket, but like just laying down can help us process and integrate all of this solar activity, the crystalline plasma in the field now. Because when we're overthinking or we have to fix something or we're not feeling our best, we can get in our own way, right? So you're just like literally taking a rest. That's like literally, and you look beautiful, Carol. You're like laying out and it's like you're floating, and it's like, oh, it's exactly what my nervous system needed. And feel free to get your favorite resting essential oils out, put them on your temples, third eye, heart chakra, wherever you're feeling. And it's so interesting. I used to know like all these like different supplements to recommend and this and that. Like calm is supposedly good for the nervous system. Then they say calm isn't good. This is better and that is better. Y'all, I just stopped buying all of it, and I just use my consciousness and I pray to my water, and I'm like, my body and nervous system needs support. I thank you for shifting your frequency to support my nervous system. And so it is. Ow. Like, that's the point I've gotten to. And I'm like, oh my God, with all this stuff in Aries, am I going to become a breatharian in April? Who knows? Oh, I love you too, Annie. Thank you. I respect you too, sister. Okay, I got Donna receiving, yeah, big hugs, big hugs. Thank you, Kathy, for watching it in the stream. Yeah, music, because music is so, they've used music in harmful ways to disconnect us from source, and there's music that can be very supportive and positive ways. That's why I do sound healing. I don't even use English. I use light language and things of next level, because English has been so torn apart and like utilized to control versus support. But if it's a favorite song of your mom's, Elaine, thank you for backing me up on that, Esperanza. Yeah, and everyone, let's do a prayer for Elaine's sister and Elaine and her mom. Oh, you guys are already on it. Okay, thank you, Donna. Yes, much love. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah, different is needed. I think something different is needed. I agree with you, Kathy. It's like you've reached the plateau and they're like, nope, next. Everybody's supporting each other. I don't even have to do anything. Hello, Nicole. Thank you for being here. Yay. Positive thoughts and prayers for Nicole. Everybody, just pray for everybody. Like, this is where we're at. This is the astrology that we all knew was coming. And this shift is fucking hard. So let's pray for ourselves, pray for everyone, pray for your enemies. Like, this is the job, and we're doing great. Not perfect. Definitely not perfect. Definitely not perfect. I've had a whole bunch of come out. Loving water, bathing, drinking, good, and sane. Happy New Year, everyone. Big hugs to you all. Thank you for helping me catch up, Kathy. I so appreciate your help, sister. one woman show in my living room, doing my best. Lovey kitty. All right, y'all. I'm wishing you all a beautiful week. I will be here next week to answer your questions and pull cards for the following week. Hang in there, everybody. I'm sending you all so much love, so many blessings, my prayers, my gratitude. I love you. All right.